Imagine a land where happiness triumphs over wealth. Welcome to Bhutan, the world's happiest country. In this mystical kingdom, nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, the pursuit of happiness takes precedence over the pursuit of wealth. Bhutan's unique approach to national well-being is encapsulated in its focus on gross national happiness, a measure that places the satisfaction and spiritual fulfillment of its citizens above the gross domestic product. Here, the majority of Bhutanese people consider themselves happy, not because they have amassed material wealth, but because they have mastered the art of finding joy in the simple pleasures of life. From the tranquility of meditation to the serenity of spending time in nature, the Bhutanese have woven an intricate tapestry of contentment, unperturbed by the relentless rush of the modern world. In Bhutan, the concept of happiness is so ingrained in the society that it even permeates the country's constitution. The government's policy decisions are guided by the principles of gross national happiness, ensuring that every Bhutanese citizen's well-being is at the heart of their governance. In this realm of happiness, you won't find the towering skyscrapers or bustling city streets that mark many of our modern landscapes. Instead, you'll encounter a society that has found contentment in a simple, harmonious lifestyle, deeply rooted in Buddhist principles and a profound respect for nature. The Bhutanese have a saying, "Happiness is a place." And indeed, in Bhutan, happiness isn't just an abstract concept. It's a way of life. It's a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of cultural richness, spiritual fulfillment, and a deep connection with nature. In Bhutan, one's wealth isn't measured by the size of their bank account, but by the quality of their relationships, the depth of their spiritual life, and the purity of their connection with nature. Here, happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and personal growth that unfolds with each passing day. In Bhutan, it's not about the money in your pocket, but the joy in your heart. Bhutan, a place where safety and community are paramount. In this serene kingdom, nestled high in the Himalayas, crime rates are astonishingly low. It's not just the tranquility of the mountains that keeps the peace, but the inherent sense of community that exists among the Bhutanese people. The streets are devoid of beggars or homeless individuals, a testament to the country's sense of shared responsibility. In Bhutan, if someone falls on hard times, they don't slip through the cracks. They can seek assistance directly from the king himself. That's right, the monarch is accessible to his subjects, reinforcing the interconnectedness of Bhutanese society. This isn't a fairy tale or an idealistic dream, but the reality of life in Bhutan, a place where everyone has a role to play, every individual matters, and no one is left to fend for themselves. In Bhutan, no one is left behind. It's a safe haven that values people over possessions and community over individualism. In Bhutan, love knows no boundaries. Imagine a world where the conventional norms of marriage are turned on their head, where women are not bound by the shackles of monogamy, and where love is a free-flowing river, unrestricted by societal norms or expectations. Welcome to Bhutan, a place where love and relationships are as unique as the country itself. In certain regions of Bhutan, the societal structure is matriarchal. Women are at the helm, and it is they who often have multiple husbands. Yes, you heard it right. Polyandry, a form of polygamy where a woman has more than one husband, is a common practice. Often, the husbands are brothers, living together in harmony, sharing not just a home, but also a wife. It's a practice that ties in with the country's ethos of communal living and shared happiness. But here's the twist. These marriages are not always formally registered. They are more of a social agreement, a pact of love and companionship, rather than a legally binding contract. It's a testament to the Bhutanese people's trust and faith in each other, a reflection of their strong communal bonds. And when it comes to inheritance, it's the daughters who are the primary beneficiaries. They're the ones who carry forward the lineage, the family name. In a world where patriarchal norms often dominate, Bhutan stands as a beacon of gender equality and women's empowerment. This unconventional approach to love and marriage in Bhutan is not just about breaking norms. It's about freedom. The freedom to love without barriers, without restrictions. It's about a society that values happiness and harmony over societal structures and norms. So, if you're looking for a place where love knows no boundaries, where relationships are defined by mutual respect and understanding rather than societal norms, Bhutan might just be the place for you. In Bhutan, love and family are defined differently. Bhutan, where nature and tradition coexist. In this cozy corner of the world, nestled between China and India, you'll find a nation that has chosen a unique path, one that balances tradition with nature in a way that is both enlightening and inspiring. Bhutan, a place where the roar of the modern world is replaced by the whisper of wind through the pines, where the hustle and bustle of city life gives way to the tranquility of the mountains. In Bhutan, the reverence for life extends to all living beings. Strict prohibitions are in place against killing animals for meat, hunting, and fishing. Instead, Bhutanese people find sustenance in the bounty of the earth, embracing a vegetarian lifestyle that is harmonious with their Buddhist beliefs. This respect for life is not limited to animals, but also extends to the environment. Chemical fertilizers are a no-go in this green kingdom. Organic living isn't just a buzzword here, it's a way of life. Bhutan's commitment to environmental conservation is deeply ingrained in its policies and practices. The country has pledged to maintain at least 60% of its land as forest, a promise it has not only kept, but exceeded. This commitment has led Bhutan to become the world's only carbon-negative country, a beacon of hope in the fight against climate change. The traditional dress of Bhutan is another facet of this harmony with nature. Men wear the go, a knee-length robe tied at the waist, and women wear the kira, an ankle-length dress accompanied by a light outer jacket. These traditional garments, made from natural fabrics, are not just a nod to the past, but also a reflection of Bhutan's commitment to sustainable living. They symbolize the Bhutanese people's respect for their culture, their environment, and their identity. In Bhutan, life is not about racing against time, but flowing with it. It's about understanding that wealth is not in material possessions, but in the richness of one's soul. It's about realizing that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. In Bhutan, respect for the environment is a way of life. Life in Bhutan, where simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. The Bhutanese economy is modest, yet robust and sustainable. Residents don't chase after material wealth, but rather, they value contentment and spiritual growth. The average incomes might seem low compared to Western standards, yet it's enough to lead a comfortable life in Bhutan. Interestingly, Bhutan doesn't have a culture of online banking or global franchises. Instead, they rely on traditional methods of commerce and trade, fostering a close-knit community spirit. They might not have the latest iPhones, but they have rich conversations and genuine connections. The youth unemployment rate is high, and it's not unusual to see many young men becoming monks, residing in monasteries, and dedicating their lives to spiritual enlightenment. This might seem like a challenge to some, but for Bhutanese, it's a way of life that brings inner peace and harmony. Now let's talk about traffic. You won't find any traffic lights in Bhutan. Yes, you heard it right. There are no traffic lights. Instead, traffic officers regulate intersections, ensuring a smooth flow of vehicles. It's a personal approach to traffic management that emphasizes human interaction over automated systems. And talking about simplicity, let's not forget the traditional Bhutanese attire. Men wear the go, a knee-length robe tied at the waist, and women wear the kira, an ankle-length dress accompanied by a light outer jacket. These traditional clothes aren't just a fashion statement, but a proud display of their cultural identity. Bhutan's commitment to simplicity extends to its environmental policies as well. The country has pledged to keep at least 60% of its land under forest cover, making it the only country in the world with negative carbon emissions. The Bhutanese way of life might seem simple to outsiders, but it's a life that values peace, happiness, and harmony with nature. It's a life where material wealth takes a backseat to spiritual growth and community well-being. In Bhutan, less truly is more. Bhutan, where the food is as unique as its culture. In this Himalayan kingdom, meals are more than just sustenance. They're a fiery celebration of life. Bhutanese cuisine is a flavor-filled journey, with chili peppers playing the starring role. That's right. In Bhutan, chili is not just a spice, it's a vegetable. Imagine biting into a dish where chilies are the main ingredient, not merely a seasoning. It's like a culinary fireworks display, exploding with heat and flavor. And it doesn't stop there. The national dish, Emma Dachi, is a delicious blend of chili peppers and cheese, a combination that might raise eyebrows elsewhere. But in Bhutan, it's just another day at the dinner table. Other staples include red rice, buckwheat, and a variety of hearty stews, all seasoned with a generous dash of chili. So if you're a fan of spicy food, Bhutan is your gastronomic paradise. In Bhutan, every meal is a spicy adventure. Bhutan, where phallic symbols are not taboo, but a part of everyday life. This landlocked gem in the eastern Himalayas has a cultural practice that might raise eyebrows elsewhere. Here, the phallus is not a crude joke or an object of embarrassment. Rather, it's a symbol of fertility and protection. To understand this, we must first delve into the legend of Lama Drukpa Kunli, a 15th century Buddhist monk. Known as the Divine Madman, Drukpa Kunli was not your typical monk. He was a maverick who shunned orthodox Buddhism and was famous for his outrageous behavior, including sexual exploits. It is his legacy that has shaped the unique symbolism in Bhutan. The phallus, representing Drukpa Kunli's thunderbolt of wisdom, is believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. This symbol of fertility and protection is painted on walls of homes, hung from the eaves of roof tiles, and even carved into wooden masks. But don't think for a minute that this is a trivial matter. The act of painting these symbols is a serious affair, often performed by religious painters known as lhazo. These skilled artisans create intricate designs, sometimes incorporating a bird or other animals into the motif, each with its own symbolic significance. Moreover, the phallus is also celebrated in the Chimilhakang, or Temple of the Divine Madman, a shrine dedicated to Drukpa Kunli. Here, childless couples, often come seeking blessings of fertility. It's a place where hope and faith intertwine, where the unconventional becomes the norm. Beyond the shock value for outsiders, this tradition underscores Bhutan's unique approach to life and spirituality. It's a testament to their ability to embrace the natural aspects of life without shame or awkwardness. In a world that often struggles with open dialogue about sexuality, Bhutan stands as a beacon of acceptance. So, if you ever find yourself in this happy kingdom, remember to see beyond the surface. Each symbol, each tradition, has layers of meaning waiting to be discovered. In Bhutan, fertility and protection take a unique form. Bhutan, a country that defies convention and embraces happiness. In a world obsessed with material wealth and convenience, Bhutan stands as an enchanting paradox. Its people value happiness over wealth, evident in their commitment to gross national happiness over gross domestic product. The nation's safety is unparalleled, with crime rates astonishingly low and a benevolent king who lends a helping hand to those in need. Bhutan's unique matrimonial practices, where women may have multiple husbands, often brothers, break conventional norms. The country's commitment to organic living and environmental preservation is admirable, with bans on hunting, chemical fertilizers, and a pledge to maintain over 60% of land as forest. The Bhutanese hold their cultural identity close, wearing traditional attires daily and living a simple life, devoid of many modern conveniences. The country's cuisine, teeming with chili peppers, is as unique as their traffic management, preferring traffic officers over traffic lights. And perhaps most intriguing is their cultural practice of phallic symbolism, a testament to fertility and protection. In Bhutan, happiness isn't just a feeling, it's a way of life.